That's right. Greetings, fellow armchair Imagineers, and welcome to another stupendous edition of Disney Movies The Ride. This time, we've got another face-off against two semi-finalists from So You Want to Be an Imagineer Season 18. In this corner, we have the man who is the public face of Defunct Land at the moment, apparently, from what he's told me. AceAstro. I don't want to misrepresent that.
No, it's all good.
And in this corner, we have the guy who has kind of like really come into his own throughout the season. Like he started out as sort of a mystery, and now he's kind of evolved into a front runner. It's Goofyyukyuk.
Yeah.
All right.
You were just so excited to say yuck yuck.
It's fun to say. What can I say?
It is.
And let me introduce my glorious panel of judges. In this corner, I have Mickey Fan 5534.
Hello.
And of course, as always, recently tagged on Twitter by one oh dear
Escape
God.
from Walt Disney.
Yeah. I was going to say Tony Goldmark. I forgot his last name for a second because I was having a
I'm
brain
just
fart.
specifying that it was for the Twitters. I mean, for the podcast Twitter.
So recently tagged on Twitter by Tony Goldmark himself, it's Monkey.
Hey, that episode is coming September 2nd on the Escape from Walt Disney podcast.
I'm excited. All right.
You'll all see.
Oh God. So I love how Rob has got his hands in Tony Goldmark's corner, and then AceAstro's over here working on Defunct Land. I love it.
He's in a way better position. He's in a more tied position than I am.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But still. All right, Mickey Fan, what have you done lately? Huh? I mean, we all know that pie on my. We all know that pie on my.
The brand of the company.
We all know that pie on my cake is secretly Expedition Theme Park.
Oh yeah.
What, is he? I'll DM both of them right now, and I'll be like, "Are you the same one? Are you each other? What's the deal here?"
Ace, seriously, I want you to show Expedition if you're in contact with Expedition.
I've worked on videos with Stan before, so yeah.
Ace, show him Pie's California Adventure video and be like, "Does this not sound like you?"
Okay, I'll do it after this. I'll send it to him.
Okay. And then let's see, like we of course Dash Haber came in and he sounded suspiciously like TPM vids. So, I don't know. We might just have like YouTube Disney All-Stars under our belts right here. All right, guys.
On a related note, I don't remember who it was. One of the last couple podcasts we did with someone. There was someone who sounded like Garrett.
Oh, it might have been possibly Outbound.
Might have been.
Yeah, I like I've said before that we've got like with the influx of Final Five people from So You Want to Be an Imagineer, it's a lot of new voices to keep track of.
Yeah. Yay, new characters.
Indeed.
Wrong with new characters.
No.
I'm trying not to say characters in that particular hipster way.
Oh no. All right, guys, so this is a particularly challenging edition of Disney Movies The Ride. This is the last pre-Renaissance episode of Disney Movies The Ride. We're already to the Renaissance. Can you guys believe it?
Amazing.
So we're talking
wait, that's too early.
We're talking the Black Cauldron, we're talking the Great Mouse Detective, and we're talking Oliver and Company. Fun fact, Oliver and Company is one of the one of the two Disney movies, the other one being The Rescuers, that I have never actually seen.
Seriously?
Really?
Yeah,
I hadn't seen it until last night, so.
Really? I've watched through like parts of it on Disney Channel from time to time. I've probably like pieced together. I've probably seen the whole thing.
It's just Oliver. It's Oliver with a kitten.
I've definitely seen more of it than I've seen of The Rescuers. Like The Rescuers, there's large like spatches of that movie that I just know nothing about. But okay, Claude's got a question right off the bat. How would you guys feel if Disney decided to make live action versions? Black Cauldron would slap as a live action remake. I will say that much right now. Black Cauldron, if they get like honestly out of most of the Disney animated canon, Black Cauldron would be one of the remakes I would most want to see.
Yeah.
Great Mouse Detective. God, no, don't do it. God, just no.
Maybe as a
no.
maybe on stage.
Maybe.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, I think it'd work
Watching a-
really well on
Yeah,
stage.
I'd like that.
Yeah.
Oliver and Company,
Where
I can
was
see
that in
working
the
a little
Broadway
better
talk?
because Oliver and Company has some human characters in it. What do you guys think? Like, I don't necessarily think it'd be necessary. It'd be, I feel like it
Yeah,
kind of.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't think I'd want it to happen, but
I feel like
could
it'd
be
be
room
kind
for
of like
improvement.
in the realm of like the Lady and the Tramp remake, where it's like if it happened to be like, that exists.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the Oliver and
Yeah.
Company.
Okay, that's a
cast
good
is
comparison.
too
Yeah,
good.
Lady and the Tramp.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, doesn't need to be this decent.
So, guys, for once in Disney Movie The Ride, I have done the unthinkable and actually checked with the contestants beforehand for the wheel, and they're up on everything. So we're not going to have chaos in the wheel this time. We're going to get to the Wheel of Plus.
Oh,
I still expect memes.
Well, what I like about the Wheel of Plus, what I like about this selection is I think it's a nice selection of like Disney Plus originals, Fox movies, and some series thrown in for good measure. Yeah.
The Princess
Hamilton.
Bride.
Princess Bride, yeah.
One of the
Hamilton.
greatest movies ever made. Period.
All right, guys.
You
So
keep using that word. I think you know what it means.
every movie is the greatest movie ever made.
So a little refresher for how this is going to work for anyone tuning in for the first time. Basically, these fine folks are going to do 1 minute pitches for each of the 3 movies that you see here, attraction pitches, I should say. And then they will have 2 minutes to debate which one of their pitches is the superior one. The panel of 2 judges plus myself will each vote for a winner, and that winner will get the point. And then after the 3 rounds, we'll move on to the Wheel of Fox, spin that wheel until one person gets 5 points. That person is the victor. All right.
Yay.
So a couple comments from Claude here. I feel like the Disney Renaissance films would be easy to make up rides for. Claude, honestly, yes and no. The one thing I worry about with some of the Disney Renaissance films is that some of them, especially stuff like Beauty and the Beast and Little Mermaid, some of them already have a pretty major theme park presence. So that's the challenge.
Yeah.
It's coming up with different interpretations.
Look, whatever happens, the Pocahontas vehicles better glitter.
Oh God. Tim Burton directing the live action version of the Black Cauldron. No.
No, I'm good.
Claude, I'm sorry, buddy. Tim Burton Once Upon a Time was a great director. I've long
He's a
since
hack
given up
now.
on him. Yeah. Who would be good for I hate to
Henry
use this.
Selick?
Maybe.
I'm just saying that off the top of my head, but yeah.
I hate to throw this name out because he's like attached to fucking everything these days, but Guillermo del Toro.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or, Sam Raimi.
Ooh, Sam Raimi would be a good one. That's a good pool. All right. Anyways, okay. So guys, let's move right into it. I'm very excited for this one because I think it honestly has a lot of potential. Let me go ahead and change the branding here from green to blue. All right.
From Muppets Last Night.
Exactly. All right. So
It's
let's
the Black Cauldron! Yay!
So let's go ahead and flip a coin. We're gonna go alphabetical order. So if it's heads, then Ace decides who goes first. If it's tails, then Mickey Fan decides who goes first. You guys ready?
No, it'd be Goofy. I'm on the judge's table for once, Tiki.
Let's do it. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Okay.
So I will go second.
Hello?
Hello?
Second.
Can you hear me?
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry. All right. Let me go ahead and we got the banner up there. Okay. I will go ahead and get up the clock. All right. Goofy, you have 1 minute. What's your pitch? Time starts when you start talking.
All right. So for the Black Cauldron, I think that something that would be fitting for it is, it starts as a dark ride, but if it makes sense for me to say this, like a dark ride, sort of like Snow White's Scary Adventures. Like you start out, and instead of focusing on the actual start of the story of the Black Cauldron, you focus on the story of the three witches and fill in their backstory. And then whenever their story converges with Terran's, the plot of the first part of the movie is being told more as a memory. And then when the witches disappear, we're going to follow the story until the fight with the Horn King. And when Terran is, spoiler, thrown into the cauldron, we begin spinning uncontrollably until we're racing on a roller coaster through the castle, being destroyed around us. And the attraction ends with all four of the main characters reuniting as a happy ending to this dark ride.
All right, I just realized I need to stand up and get my bell. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm sorry.
Ding.
Grabbing the bell. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Let me. My headphones plugged back in. All right. Ace, time starts whenever you start talking.
All right, so I feel something that Disney doesn't do quite as well as Universal is a sort of themed coaster like The Mummy. You know, that's something Universal does very well. So I feel that would work perfectly in this sense of these guests go into this coaster car, sort of slowly go through the catacombs, and suddenly you come face to face with the Horn King. And, you know, you don't really want to mess around with this guy. So you launch off through the catacombs trying to escape him, but he will appear around the corners of this coaster through the catacombs as you're trying to find your way out. So, you know, guests are weaving in and out. They come around a corner to the Horn King, start going backwards, and they hit the end where the Black Cauldron is, and think it's over for them, but luckily an animatronic Horn King gets sucked into the Black Cauldron instead, and the guests safely escape.
All right, you guys have 2 minutes. Go ahead and fight it out. Go.
I mean, focusing on the Black Cauldron's already such a unique and unknown IP. To then go with the Three Witches, which is so minor within an already minor movie, seems like a big stretch for an attraction.
That's probably true. I was just trying to think of a way. I mean, to be honest, it's been so long since I've seen the Black Cauldron. I'm just trying to think of a way to do it, because the only thing that I could think of was like a dark ride that turns into a coaster. And it was like, well, I want something a little less traditional than, oh, we're going to take you on a dark ride through the story.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, we both had similar ideas on the coaster
yeah,
element.
as soon as you were talking about yours, I was like, oh man, same kind of mind here.
That happens quite often on this show.
Yeah.
A coaster feels so fitting for the Black Cauldron. I don't know how, but like, it just feels right.
Yeah, for sure. It's one of those, it's like a crazy movie, so you want something crazy to go with it as a ride system.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's the Witches just feels super elaborate and niche for a whole attraction to at least base most of it off of.
It definitely is. I mean, yeah. But mine's still cool, so.
You know what? Yeah, you got me there. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
All right. Wow. That was very climatic, guys. Excellent finish.
I'm already playing Cutthroat.
It's our first round.
All right.
They're warming up.
Okay,
They're warming up.
Oh.
So my vote, I'm gonna have to go with Ace. Goofy, I actually think you had the more original idea, but I just think Ace like cut you down in the debates, and you really obviously didn't have much of a,
Nope.
much of a leg to stand on there.
You're right, it does.
It's zero defense.
So, all right, Monkey, Mickey fan, you guys feeling the same way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Turn the
Point
way.
one goes to AceAstro. All right. Alrighty, next round we have the Great Mouse Detective.
Yeah, let's see how
Ace-
this goes.
Ace, since you won that round, you get to decide who goes first.
Goofy can go first again here.
Okay. Goofy, time starts whenever you start talking.
Okay, so I'm wanting to do something with this sort of like Monsters Inc. Ride and Go Seek in Tokyo, where it's like an interactive mystery attraction. So guests are going to be put into the plot of the story, and they're helping Basil capture Professor Ratigan. And throughout the attraction, guests will they'll solve many mysteries by like finding where a certain object is in a room, or earlier in the attraction, a password was revealed that you have to input later into the attraction. And based on how guests do, the ending will change. So, for example, it could end with Ratigan being arrested or him escaping, and that I think really increases the rewritability aspect of it. And the attraction itself will be composed of almost entirely physical sets, but the characters are going to be projected or animated, because I was thinking about it, and nobody wants to see an animatronic Chuck E. Cheese type mouse. So yeah.
Okay. Ace, whenever you start talking.
All right. So I picture this one to be much like the Dream Monsters Inc. door coaster that we've never gotten but keep wanting. So it'll be a suspended dark rides, but not quite slow dark ride, but not quite a coaster, somewhere in the middle there. Themed after the escape Ratigan tries to do, where he's in his airship and Basil and everyone's in a second one that they've built up. The guests are in a third one that's sort of put together as a suspended dark ride, and they're helping Basil chase down Ratigan through the skies of London towards Big Ben. Through they're flying up into the air, and Ratigan takes a corner. They follow with all the way up into when they crash into Big Ben. The guests follow in through with the finale being Basil and all of them capturing Ratigan at the top of Big Ben when the clock strikes 10 o'clock. The ride ends and you hear the boom of Big Ben to end it off. Yeah.
All right, guys, I got to correct you on one thing. It's Basil, not Basil. That's
Basil.
It is bad. I know. As soon as I said Basil, I was like, "That's not right." But I just kept going. I was like,
Name,
"Nope."
not an herb.
Yeah.
right.
I was like, "Nope, this isn't right." But sure.
All right, you guys got 2 minutes. Go for it.
I really like your idea. I think it sounds super cool, but I sort of wonder if is it supposed to be a dark ride or a coaster? Because
yeah.
Well, I'm just saying that it sounds kind of similar to the Black Cauldron attraction as far as a theme coaster. Although I think your theming sounded a lot better for this one, to be honest.
I'd picture it almost more like a dark ride, just faster than a typical Fantasyland dark ride, like Snow White. It wouldn't be that slow. It'd need to be faster to feel like it's a chase and not just you're just slowly, casually falling behind a great villain you're trying to get to. Right. So it's like not quite a coaster, but faster than a dark ride.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, the biggest problem I have with yours is that it feels more like it'd be better as an escape room than an actual ride. Just in the sense of, oh, well, they have to remember this password earlier to go do this later. And if they don't, guess this villain escaped. Have fun going the rest of your day at the park with, oh, this villain got out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. But at the same time, I think that part of it is wanting to tell the story, because Great Mouse Detective is really niche. And
Yes.
I'm aware of the niche now. But, so I think that an escape room themed around it would kind of fly over everybody's head that it was themed to this. So I think that it makes more sense to put them into the story somewhat, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, an escape room would be cool too.
And you could correct me. I last time I saw a video of this was a while ago, but I feel like this ride could have issues with different non-first language, like not English speakers, just in the sense of if they have to remember things or search for clues. So I don't know how the Monsters Inc. ride does that.
Yeah, I don't either, actually.
Oh,
It would
okay.
be multi-language.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Ace made some good points for sure. I'm gonna give it to Goofy though, because I think his is like by far the more original idea of the two. Monkey, what say you?
I'm going with Goofy.
Okay. Mickey fan?
It doesn't mean anything at this point, but I'm going with Goofy.
All right. So Goofy, congrats. You get the second point. Tied up. All right. And now we get to this is gonna be a challenging one, guys. I genuinely don't know how you're gonna go about this one.
I think you can
Oliver
do
and
something
Company.
fun with this.
Hey, New York.
Right, that's what I think about Oliver and Company. It's like New York the ride. All right.
Well, New York, the ride is the Jimmy Fallon one.
Yeah. Fucking man. Which honestly, the Jimmy Fallon ride has a better exterior than it has a ride.
Oh, 100%.
It's
The
cute.
pre-show's the best part.
Right. I'm not even talking the pre-show. I'm just talking like the 30 Rock studio.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah, we can discuss Fallon another time. We tried
Oh,
once,
yes, we
but yeah.
I still need to listen to the podcast, the Ride episode on Fallon. That's not on their mean feed. It's on their Patreon, but still. Okay. So Goofyyukyuk, who goes first this time?
I'll go first.
You'll go first. Ooh, bold man. I like it. Okay. Time starts when you start talking.
Okay, so like you guys, I thought Oliver and Company is like super underappreciated. It's not very well known, right? So what I think that this would fit very well as a streetmosphere experience. So the characters are primarily costumed characters from the movie, and they'll be essentially acting out the part of the movie where, Oliver is on the streets and he's having to, I don't know, it'll obviously all be staged, but like stealing food from a hot dog vendor or stealing or begging for money. And then we have one human actress who's Jenny, and she finds Oliver and wants to adopt him. So it's like this spontaneous street show. And then at the end of the show, all the characters will have a dance number to an original song performed by none other than Huey Lewis and Billy Joel, who originally sang in the film. So yeah, that's what I got.
All right. All right. Ace, you got 1 minute.
All right. So the best part of this whole movie is the song "Why Should I Worry," which is Billy Joel singing about all this carefree life while getting away from Oliver through the streets of New York. And this would be a perfect attraction. Just you take the trackless dark ride system, much like what they did with Rise of the Resistance and Remy's there, and you're going through the streets of New York trying with Dodger and Oliver there, avoiding the cars and going down the cement mixer and riding the girder up to the top of the construction building, and just you're being a dog going through this song. So, you start off with the construction girder, and then you're going through the concrete tubes, and then you're messing up this new fresh coat of a sidewalk piece, and you're following the other dogs through the streets of New York under taxi cars, and just a whole bunch of fun and chaos through the streets of New York here.
Right. Okay. 2-minute debate, guys.
These are two very different.
All right. Are we good to go? Oh yeah. So I don't know about you, but doing costume characters is kind of weird because I remember seeing Bolt in the parks, and a dog as a costume kind of looks weird. So that would, just to me, that'd look weird, and I don't think I'd overly recognize Oliver and such right away at the beginning there, even though, I love this movie, so that would just feel off to me.
Yeah, no, that's definitely fair. But the way that I saw it was sort of that, the costume characters, it's, you can make it work. It's a little weird for some characters, but I think that it would work better in a costume more like a Pluto than a Bolt, because the Bolt, but anyways, but my thing was also that Oliver and Company is probably the least recognizable out of the three that we've done so far, in my opinion. And so I was thinking, how many people are actually going to be like, oh, sweet, it's an attraction about Oliver and Company, I got to go ride that, So it was like one of those things where it's more like, well, if you're on the street, then you're forced to see this, and it's a way to, you don't even necessarily need to know the story of it, per se, to be able to appreciate because it'd be more like, it'd be like comedy and stuff. Right. So
I feel like I'd be more confused if I didn't know the story, seeing a dog randomly steal hot dogs and begging for money, though.
Honestly, it's sort of a mix. I mean, it would be like one of those things. Obviously, like, people would be aware of it on their times guides or whatever, but it's still, it is one of those things where it's like you have to make it impromptu so people want to see it. Right.
All right.
I just want to point out, I found a picture of Oliver and Company characters from like Hollywood Studios or something.
Oh, dear God. Oh.
Did they actually meet?
Tell me they look good.
It looks like they were on a parade float.
Oh, okay.
It looks like the same float they showed in the Howard Ashman documentary. Must have been for like whatever the new movies were.
All right, Mickey fan.
Oh, I really like both of these.
Of course, you'll like the Streetmosphere one.
Yeah.
Hey, the characters actually look pretty good.
Oh, the Oliver one doesn't look half bad, honestly. Dodger looks surprisingly like weird. Dodger. There's been worse pictures. Like, there's been worse costume characters.
Sweet.
All right, Mickey fan.
I'm gonna give it to Ace.
Okay. Monkey.
Yeah, I'm giving it to Ace.
All right. It was a tight race.
You sound very confident about that.
It was a tight race.
Ace was the ride, right?
Yes.
Yes, Ace.
Tight race. I honestly maybe would have voted for Goofy just because I like the logistics of doing an Oliver and Company Streetmosphere versus ride. I don't necessarily think trackless. I like how Ace laid out the trackless stuff. I just don't think it's realistic that Oliver and Company would get a trackless dark ride. That being said, I think that Ace definitely had some good debate arguments. So well-deserved point there.
If I made the one Goofy suggested had a very Pixar in real life feel to it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, right. we get some dog actors and have them steal hot dogs.
You get the one who was tramping Lady and the Tramp. You get that dog.
Yeah.
Okay. So, guys, Ace is up 2-1, but it's still anyone's game. We're playing to 5 points. It's time for... Let me pull up the title here. The Wheel of Plus! All right, let's spin it. Oh, God. All right, the Mighty Ducks.
Oh, man.
Let's go.
Oh, man.
A good one right out of the way.
All right. So just to reiterate, this is basically a speed round from the Disney debates. 30-second pitch, 15-second rebuttal. Ace,
got to use your entire time.
Yeah.
Who goes?
Yeah. Who goes first?
Who goes first? Goofy goes first.
Okay, Goofy. Whenever you're ready.
Oh.
All right. So we all know Disney on Ice. Well, the Mighty Ducks play on ice. So we're gonna go and we're gonna watch the Mighty Ducks actually playing in the in the final game of the season, and it's like an acted out hockey game. It's already sorry.
I don't need to hear Ace together there. Wins.
Wow.
I have seen Disney on Ice shows at the Ducks home arena. So.
Oh, God.
I totally
Alright, man,
forgot
that
what I
was
was
awful.
thinking. I was laughing so hard.
Oh God!
Yes,
Okay.
it worked.
All right, Ace,
Okay.
whenever you're ready.
Oh man.
All right, so to bring back the team for the 30-year anniversary, like next year, the year after that, I don't remember exactly. They're bringing them back as a parade, and so guests are lining up, and they just see the Mighty Ducks led by the Mighty Ducks mascot. I don't know why I'm blanking there.
Wild
All
Wing.
of them on rollerblades, just like the beginning of the second movie when they're going through the mall and everything. They're flying through the street, Main Street, or whichever park on their rollerblades with their jerseys on in the flying V, of course, because ducks fly together.
Okay, Goofy. 15-second rebuttal.
Yeah, I liked your idea a lot. I just, oh man. I think a Mighty Ducks parade doesn't seem very realistic. That's what I'm gonna say. This is so bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think your idea has potential if it was 30 years ago. I don't know anybody who would pay money to be like, I'm going to go watch them reenact that final game from a movie that was relevant in the 90s. Most of the kids who go to Disney on Ice don't even know the movie.
All right, you know what? Fuck it. I'm giving it to Goofyyukyuk based on the pop quiz hotshot rules of making the host laugh.
Yes.
Mickey fan, what say you?
Goofy.
All right.
This is what I want when I say memes.
Oh my gosh.
All right,
I
congrats,
remember.
Goofy. Somehow you won that. Honestly, like, as batshit crazy as Goofy's pitch is, at least it's more original than just like, yeah, it's a parade. We'll just slap a parade in there.
I'm just remembering a time being at a Ducks game and suddenly the mascot appeared next to us in the aisle or something.
Oh,
that's
in the
cool.
seats. That was
All
fun.
right. Let's go ahead and take Mighty Ducks off the list.
Yeah, it's gonna duck out of there.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
God. All right. Ooh, so
Yeah.
close to getting a good movie, but instead we got a terrible movie.
Oh man.
Artemis
Literally
Fowl.
missed Princess Bride instead it just passes Princess Bride into Artemis Fowl.
oh, that movie was a travesty, and the books are so
Wait,
fucking
did you-
good.
All right, I want to reemphasize this is based on the Disney movie, not the books. You can't just be like, well, forget the Disney movie existed. We're going to
Just
take
throw
a
it out
ride
of the
based
way.
on the books. All right, Goofy, who goes first now?
I need all the time I can get. I'm gonna give it to
Oh.
Ace.
All right.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, so guests are playing a Frontierland shooting arcade style game where they shoot away all the fairies, joined by Butler and Artemis there because they want to cause the ruckus there. That the highlight of the movie, the climax, the pièce de résistance, the best part of the movie was them obviously working to keep away Commander Julius Root and the team. So.
All right. I have no idea what you just said. All right, Goofy.
Oh boy. Okay. So because I don't have any other ideas, this is going to be an indoor play area. But it's not going to be like a kiddie play area. Like it's going to be like it has interactive elements, looking at the Haven City especially, like that's what the inspiration is going to be from it. You can have different mystery type things. The shooter stuff was sort of what I was thinking of as well, but sort of making it appeal to more than just 5-year-olds. So yeah, you want 12-year-olds in there too.
All right.
It's not a kiddie play area. I'm expecting an adult play area, and then I realize what that means.
Okay. Ace, 15-second rebuttal.
All right. So it would be a play area of the part that we see at the beginning of the movie and never again, right?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make
hold
sure.
on.
So
What are you guys doing? Hold on. You guys don't argue. This is 15 seconds. You don't argue amongst yourselves. You just make a rebuttal. You basically.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, a play area. The first 2 minutes of the movie and the last 30 seconds would be exhilarating for sure. So I'm glad. I mean, I'd step in there and be like, "Oh, this is from the first 2 minutes of that Artemis Fowl movie. I know exactly where I am right now. That's brilliant work."
All right. Mickey, Goofy.
Well, we all know how popular the Frontierland shooting arcade is. So if we theme it with one of the worst movies Disney has ever made, it will surely be 10 times better and more popular. I don't know. This just isn't a good movie for it.
I saw the movie 4 days ago and I forget everything about it.
Exactly.
Hold up. There has not been a movie adaptation this bad since Percy Jackson and the Olympians.
That's true.
All right.
Like,
Monkey.
I'm going with Goofy.
I'm gonna go with Goofy too, just because his pitch I could follow more.
Yeah.
Like it's like, all right, it's a playground based on a location. With Ace, he just threw a lot of shit at the wall from the movie, and I'm like, wait, what? All right, Mickey fan.
Goofy.
All right, okay, so Goofy is up 3-2. Let's go back to that wheel. All right. So far, the wheel has not disappointed in terms of just stuff that's not suited to theme parks. All right.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, let me. No one in the comments. Okay, let's go ahead and spin again. It really bothers me that there's 2 yellows right next to each other.
Mm. The Peanuts movie isn't in yellow? That's wrong.
Hey, yo, The Lion King 2019, y'all.
Oh, boy.
Everyone's favorite.
Is this anyone's favorite?
No.
John Campea apparently cried during it, which is kind of pathetic. But
He needs to get better taste.
I know. But all right. Let's see, Goofy, who goes first here?
I'll go first.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so we are going to put guests in a simulated safari in Animal Kingdom. It's not the Kilimanjaro safari. This is the Lion King safari. So you're going to be inside a simulator that's going to take you on a safari throughout, the Pride Lands. You're going to see the different characters. You might see Simba busting into song at some point because that's what animals do. And just to see if anybody notices, we're going to put one real wildlife image in there, just like the movie.
Right.
All right. So arguably the best part of the new movie was actually the soundtrack, because it took the good parts of the old one and then added some of the great ones from Lion King 1.5 and Lion King 2. So they'll take the only part that was good from the movie in the soundtrack and use it as a new and use it as new of showing how you can take music and use it as a storyteller through a ride, sort of like how Sound Dangerous was in DHS.
Okay. Oh, God. All right. 15 seconds.
Ace, did you even say what the ride was supposed to be? you just said we're going to use sound as a storytelling device in the ride. Anyways, so that's my rebuttal.
All right. Ace.
I mean, you had a solid idea there, but I think Animal Kingdom's the wrong place to use it. Two safari rides side by side would feel redundant and unneeded. I mean, there's the name a Lion King attached, but just because a Lion King name is attached doesn't mean it'd be a success.
All right. I am
Two similar
actually
rides.
going.
Okay, so hold up.
What?
I think that the sheer success of The Lion King 2019
Oh,
in
fuck
box
off.
office disproves Ace's statement.
All right.
man.
I am going to go ahead and give it to Ace just because I very much agree with his point that placing the safari in Animal Kingdom is really weird. Like that
Say
placement
what
is
his ride
off.
was supposed to be.
Yeah, I said it would be like Sound Dangerous was.
Yeah, he said it would be like sounds dangerous. Like
Okay,
that
that's
was
true.
enough of a descriptor for me. Let's see, Mickey fan.
Ace.
All right, Monkey.
Ace because of the nicheness of the Sounds Dangerous Lincoln thing.
All
Also,
right.
just saying, yeah, we are saying not wrongly that putting the safaris near the safaris would be redundant, but on the other hand, look what attraction Magic Kingdom is putting their Tron coaster next to.
Yeah, fair enough. That's a
Yeah.
good point.
Yeah.
All right, so we're tied up 3-3. Let's go back to the wheel.
I love that I'm only winning the meme ones now.
I'm just picturing some person, like back when Lincoln had headphones, what if they somehow got the headphones mixed up and you got headphones that were playing Sounds Dangerous? You just
I
get
am
this,
so
whatever.
I am so glad that Lincoln got rid of the headphones. That was like not the attraction for that kind of shit at all.
You just have like Civil War pictures on the screen and you're hearing Drew Carey fuck around.
It's oh god. All right. Okay, there we go, Mickey fam. All right.
Yeah.
Hey! Anybody
All
want a peanut?
Good times for all. Okay, let's see. Ace, who goes first?
Goofy goes first.
All right. Goofy, 30 seconds.
Okay, so I've had this thought that we are going to take a dark ride and elements of it are going to be outside. So you're going to start indoors and you're going to go through the book that's being read. And you're going to find the story of the Princess Bride. But the cool thing about this is that it takes you outside so you can see, the landscapes and the elements that are really interesting and, more artistic about the Princess Bride while also appreciating the original plot.
Okay, Ace.
All right. So much like Zorro used to be a big Streetmosphere character in Frontierland, we'd have the Princess Bride be the same sort of thing where, Inigo Montoya and other outlaws are out to seek revenge against the six-fingered man who killed his father. So, suddenly Inigo Montoya would pop over a fence and go up to a guest and be like, I'm Inigo Montoya, you killed my father, prepare to die. And it'd be like, oh, wrong guest. And so keep going on the outlook for the person who he is seeking revenge after.
Okay. Goofy, 15 seconds.
Okay, as popular as the Princess Bride is, I could 100% see lawsuits popping up about a character threatening the life of a guest. But yeah, the Streetmosphere idea is cool. I just don't really know where you would put it, to be honest.
I could see the Karens getting really upset about the prepare to die thing.
Exactly.
Well, does he have to say prepare to die?
Yes.
I mean,
Ace
that's
said
that
it.
is the iconic
It's
quote.
the iconic
Yeah.
line. Yeah.
Right.
So, all
He
right.
just goes up to them, you killed my father.
As you wish.
That's it.
My father.
All right,
Like,
Ace.
I don't know.
15 seconds, please.
I think the idea of a dark ride could work, but I don't know if you get the scenes across right, because it's just, it doesn't feel like a dark ride movie almost. It feels very storied, but not in that way that you could push it to a dark ride.
All right, Mickey fan.
Ace.
Okay.
Because I'm a sucker for Streetmosphere.
Yes, you are.
I am a sucker.
Okay, I think this might be the first time that we don't have a unanimous decision because I'm going Goofy. Honestly, I really like the idea of a dark ride that's like half indoors, half outdoors, and I think the Princess Bride is a good attraction to do it with. So Monkey.
As cool as Goofy sounds, I'm going with Ace.
Okay. All right, so Ace, you're up 4-3. Let's go ahead and
Still anyone's game.
Indeed. All right, apply wheel changes.
Someone have a walk around Prince Humperdinck interact with a walk around Jack Skellington. That would be wonderful.
Oh,
God.
my God.
All right, this is the easy round. Mandalorian. All right, the question
Mando
is
and Baby Yoda meet and greet in Galaxy's Edge. Done.
The question is, what can you
No,
do?
do more than that.
That hasn't already been done. All right, Ace, who's going first?
Oh, Goofy can go first here.
Okay, Goofy.
Okay, so this is going to be it's going to be like a first-person shooter in Star Wars. So you're really going to highlight the idea that the Mandalorian is this lone gunfighter. He's like a Western hero, right? So you're going to go and you're going to be put in the position of the Mandalorian, actually like in these gunfights and stuff. And it'll be more like Smuggler's Run, where the effects will actually affect how your ride ends. And Baby Yoda will be at the end.
I like
All right,
Ace, like,
I'm gonna give Ace an extra 2 seconds there.
All right. So with the Mandalorian, it'll be themed to that bar that they go into at the second half of the season there, and so guests walk into this highly themed interactive bar where you can see a Mandalorian and Baby Yoda at a table up in the corner away, and it's this bar where you don't know what's really going to happen in here, but you feel on the edge, and so every once in a while it'll be a stage show of these guards come busting in, and
All right. Okay, Goofy, 15 seconds.
I like the idea, but it feels really similar to Oga's Cantina, just with a little bit more of a showy element to it. And I think that, it is a good idea for a show, but I just think that it's really, really similar to Oga's, and it's not, fitting.
All right, Ace.
all right. So I mean, a first-person shooter in that sense feels a bit much for a Disney park. I mean, I know there's things like Millennium Falcon, Smuggler's Run, and all that, but when it's just you one-on-one, it feels a little bit more intense than a ship battle sort of sense.
All right. Well, there's Ace's extra 2 seconds right there that I forgot to give him. Okay, I got to admit, I'm not really crazy about either one of these, but I'm really not crazy about Oga's Cantina. I mean, come on. Like, also, just to clarify, do you mean the fucking Mos Eisley Cantina? Is that the bar you're talking about that they go to?
No, because they went to that. I'm completely
The
blanking,
one
where he had
the one where
the
Gideon
rock.
finds them.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
why I'm
Oh,
thinking of the
right,
name.
right. All right. Doing a show. Sorry guys. I think I'm gonna go with with Goofy. Goofy did the attraction, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go with Goofy just because I really there was honestly nothing to the pitch for the bar that couldn't have been done theoretically at Oga's Cantina.
But it wasn't.
Like honestly, if they want to introduce more entertainment elements into Galaxy's Edge, they can probably do that kind of stuff in Oga's Cantina if they really wanted to. So, all right, Monkey.
Goofy.
All right.
Which did sound very much like The Void, but nevertheless.
Yeah. Mickey fan.
Goofy.
All right. Okay, so we're tied up, guys. 4-4.
Wow.
You guys, I got to admit, I know that we got the wheel here, but I really want to do Hamilton. Are you guys cool with Hamilton?
Hamilton. An attraction for Hamilton?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Or do you guys just want to spin?
I'm fine either way. I'm
Mickey fan and Monkey, what do you guys
really
think?
just stalling
I
as I
say
try and
spin.
think of something for Hamilton.
What?
Same.
What? Tiki spin the wheel and then end up on Hamilton.
All right. So Monkey wants to spin.
Wait,
Go ahead
Mickey
and
fan,
spin.
did you say something about Philharmagic having Hamilton in it?
No,
That's a great
What?
idea.
that's an awful idea.
All
I don't know,
right.
like Donald gets kicked around and winds up in my shot and gets kicked around.
Oh, it's so close
Oh.
to Hamilton.
I know. Gravity Falls. All right. Classic armchair Imagineering scenario to end things
Ah,
out on, guys.
easy one. Ugh.
Right.
I
All right.
just got that name.
You
Okay,
just got
let's
Gravity
see.
Falls?
Goofy,
Yeah, I'll give it to Ace.
you give it to
Thanks.
Ace. Okay.
You're welcome.
All right, let's see. All right, so it'll be a dark ride through the woods of wherever it is, California, I think, Oregon, something like that. And it's the Monsters Inc. hide and go seek. So you got those flashlights, and you're looking for something. You don't know what's out there, but you know there's something out there. So you have your flashlights always on, looking to see what's making the noise out in the woods. And you keep going, and by the end you find out that it's just a Grunkle Stan trying to make some noise to bring in more tourists to find what's going on.
All right. Goofy.
Tourists, what do they know?
Okay, so this is going to be putting you into the shoes of Dipper and Mabel. So you're going to be put into the Mystery Shack, and inside the Mystery Shack, there's going to be lots of different elements that you can find to sort of uncover. It's going to be like a mystery because you're going to be trying to find a new creature or something that hasn't been established in the Gravity Falls. And unlike Aces, we're actually going to have something other than Grunkle Stan at the end.
All right. Ace, 15 seconds.
I guess my only question is, what is your attraction? Because you say you're looking for all these things, but is it an escape room? Is it a dark ride? You never really described what sort of thing it was. So am I just standing in the middle of the room and something's being shown to me? Like, is it Enchanted Tales with Belle? I don't know how it would work.
Goofy.
Okay, so it's sort of supposed to be the kind of like the Clue dining that we did, except without the dining. And I just want to say that I pitched Monsters Inc. Ride and Go Seek like 30 minutes ago, but otherwise yours was really good.
Oh boy. Mickey fan, are you a big Gravity Falls fan?
Yeah,
Okay, what do you think?
I feel like Goofy's captured the series a lot better than Ace's.
That's kind of where I'm leaning too. And you know
Yeah.
what? Ace didn't know that the Ace didn't know where the series took place, so Goofy gets the win.
Yay!
It was
Alright.
in Oregon. I thought so.
Yeah, it was.
From the little I know of the series, there's a special pig in Gravity Falls, right?
Yes, Waddles.
Waddles!
That would be in mine too.
And I'm just pointing out. We start the first round of this podcast was the Black Cauldron, right?
Oh
Mhm.
God, yes. with
So
the
we're
pig.
bookending with stuff that has special pigs in it.
Nice.
Waddles.
Nice. I love it. All right, guys, that was a very good show.
Hey,
Much better than the
Came down
last
to the
one.
wire. You know what? When Goofy was pitching his, all I could think was, God damn it! If only, because like Mystery Lodge at Knott's is, as far as I'm concerned, that's dead. That's never coming back. It's tragic, but I'm pretty sure it's true. God damn it! Why can't we get the Mystery Shack in place of the Mystery Lodge? It would work so well. Right, Monkey? I know you're not that familiar with the show, but wouldn't you admit that the Mystery Shack in that area of Knott's in that theater using similar effects. Oh man, that would work really well.
I'm just finding it interesting that you still found a way to get knots into this particular topic, even though the wheel didn't land on the Peanuts movie.
The Peanuts would be interesting though, because now that Disney owns it, would it go in Disneyland or would it go into those?
Yeah. It's same thing with the Simpsons. That's the other reason why I put that's the reason why I put the Simpsons on there. All right, guys, you've been a fantastic crew this evening. Thanks so much. And I wish both of you the best of luck for making it into the final 3 on So You Want to Be an Imagineer. Of course, we're going to have the live show where we will reveal the final 3 on Wednesday. So that should be interesting. Ace, would you like to plug the Defunctland feature film?
Yeah, so on Thursday evening, we get Halix live from the space stage, which is the Defunctland documentary. It's very good. It's, I think, about 90 minutes, and you'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll have a good time. So definitely check it out.
Looking forward to that. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much to Claude Karinga for joining in. Dragon, if you're watching and you didn't comment, shame.
Shame on you.
Shame. All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Hey.